Yes, last thing. What would the process be? Now, I have been listening to when you say we need to ask, then source gives, and then we need to allow. And a little bit in my case, how would that process be?
Well, the allowing is what we've been talking about right here. You find something that feels good and focus there until it feels gooder.
So it's all about feeling good, and you allow the stream to go faster and faster down.
Yeah, but you don't try to be the energy in the stream. The efforting thing is what messes it up. The trying to get out ahead of it is what messes it up. This is exactly what it is. You have already asked, it's already vibrationally a reality. You don't know that it's vibrationally a reality until you realize it. You can realize it emotionally really soon. But it's going to take a little bit more for it to manifest in ways that you can spend it or sell it or live in it or whatever. So if you can satisfy yourself with the emotional reality, the what-isness of the emotion, then that vibrational allowance by you, because of law of attraction, has to attract more detail. But if you are impatient about the detail, so you don't accomplish the creating of the vibrational atmosphere, then your impatience about the detail not being there messes up the vibrational atmosphere and prevents it from happening. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
You heard it clearly, didn't you? So we know you are an impatient group. Esther's on the phone holding, and they say, thank you for your patience. And she says, you misunderstand completely who I am. I'm not feeling patient. They were on an airplane the other day, landed. They couldn't make the gate come out to meet the plane. The girl who was operating it did not know what she was doing. It was going up and down and over and back, and people were getting anxious about their connections. The pilot said, we thank you for your patience. And Esther said, they misunderstand us. We're not feeling patient. And yet, that is the only thing you have control over. You don't have control over whether the girl ever gets the thing to come to the gate. You don't have control over who hired her. You don't have control over whether she will ever work the gate again. The only thing you have control over is how you feel standing right here. Is this experience worth disallowing your connection to Source? Is it worth giving up the whole rest of the day's path that's already been queued up for you? Is this knee-jerk reaction to a condition you can't control really worth leaving your vibrational alignment? These are the questions that you'll be asking yourself. The answer is always no, it's never worth it. It's never worth it. No matter how big it seems, it's never worth it, because that is my singular work. Maintaining my alignment unconditionally.
So this is, feeling good is letting go of resistance, basically.
Feeling good is feeling good. Feeling good is somehow, some way, feeling good. The ultimate feeling good, the question is intense and really good. Feeling good is feeling like the Source within you feels right now about the same thing that you're thinking about. Because in every moment, Source is thinking about what you're thinking about right now while you're thinking about it. And feeling good is thinking about it like Source is thinking about it. So when you're thinking about your business, Source is knowing the perfection of your business. Source is chilled out. Because Source knows the path is inevitable and it's unfolding. And you're intuitive and you're right on it. And all is well. And things are always working out for you. That's what Source knows. And if you know something different from that, to the degree that you feel differently about it, Source knows perfect timing. You feel not perfect timing. Source knows all is well. You feel, easy for you to say, Source. Source knows right place, right time. You feel, how do you know? I can't tell. I'm in the right place at the right time. Source knows the perfection of where you stand. And unless you know that, then you don't feel so good. You just have to keep talking yourself into alignment. That's the work. That's the allowing. You queued that question up better than it's ever been queued up. You said, so I get it, that I'm asking and that Source answering, and that my work is putting myself in the mode of receiving. How do I do that, you say? You do that by wanting to feel good and being willing to adjust your thought to something that does feel good, no matter how far from the subject at hand the thought has to be in order to not wobble.
Now, where does imagination come into place in this?
That's later. That's after you're in alignment. That's momentum of alignment. Once you get into alignment, all kinds of thoughts will begin to flow to you. And what humans want to call imagination is what we call already is doneness. You want to call it imagination. What it is your realization of something that's coming. That's what your imagination is. Your imagination is deciphering thoughts that haven't manifested yet. That's what imagination is. Have not said that to you before. Do you like knowing that? So you have to prepare the atmosphere for the imagination. Don't try to use your imagination to feel good. That's conditional. Don't use your affirmations in order to make yourself feel good. Feel good, and the affirmations will occur to you, you see. Ooh. You're getting it, aren't you? Yeah. Because the universe doesn't hear what you're saying. The universe hears what you mean, and you mean what you feel. And you have more control over what you feel than you've been exercising. But not anymore. Now, you're going to make those choices. Do I want to be happy or unhappy? Well, Abraham, that's really a silly question. Is it? Is it that silly? Or is it worth thinking about? Because if you want to be happy, you wouldn't be talking about a bunch of that stuff you're talking about if you really wanted to be happy. You wouldn't be going down that road. You wouldn't be sifting through that data. If you really wanted to be happy, you'd be reaching for thoughts that feel more happy. You would. And do not misunderstand us. We are not trying to relegate you to actionless, emotional-less, momentum-less meditators. That's not what's going on here. What we're wanting to help you do is to get the footing from which you want the momentum to proceed, because it is a sure thing. Momentum will proceed, because law of attraction is never idle. So every waking moment, momentum is proceeding. You get to choose the direction of the momentum.